guys, welcome back. If you think something is a little different, I did bleach my hair. It did turn out a little bit lighter than I was expecting, but I love it. I love it, I love it. I recently bought Too Faced Born This Way foundation and I wanted to do a wear test and first impression review on it for you guys. So this is in Snow and it is the more rosy pink undertone shade. There is one shade lighter than this and it's called Swan. Swan is supposed to be the neutral tone, but I've heard this foundation already runs pretty yellow. So actually the Snow looked super yellow. It did not look neutral to me online at least. So we'll see how this is, because I don't really think this is going to be pink toned. I think this is going to be more neutral toned actually by just looking at it. So as for my base already, I have moisturizer on, of course, and I did use my One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory. So let's get into it. I will be applying half with a brush, half with a sponge. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel so luxurious. It's a pump. I'm doing this side with a brush. This is the M439 from Morphe. See, like it still looks yellow and it's supposed to be the pink undertone shade. See, I'm not crazy. Yeah, this is not okay. This is still super yellow and actually it's looks kind of light for me. This is one pump and it looks like I can do my whole face. So that's good. That's the brush side. I probably honestly will go over it with a beauty blender to smooth everything out because there's nothing like an application of a beauty blender. There's just, it does not compare. Now I just put it on the butt of this is the Eco Tools beauty sponge, by the way. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm so glad I got this shade and not Swan, because then Swan would have been holy crap yellow. Alright, so looking closely, this is the brush side, this is the sponge side. That was pretty good coverage, and even for the sponge side, for one pump. I did one pump for each side. As for the color match right now, at first I thought it was going to be a little bit too light because I did do some fake tanning mousse, like, I don't know, a couple days ago, so it is kind of worn off, but it's still there. It's still there, just a little bit, but no. Like, I didn't really have to drag it down my neck at all, so I'm like, hey, this is actually a good shade. Finally, thank you. A foundation that somewhat matches me. Woo! For the claims, it says undetectable, medium to full coverage foundation, oil free. And for like reviews and stuff like that, I've read that it blurs imperfections. It's more full coverage, especially if you layer it up, which I can definitely see that. I do have work. A shift ends around 3:30, so I'll try to hop on here as soon as I get back and show you what my face looks like if I have any fine lines, which I'm sure I will with any foundation. Alright, I am done with my makeup and putting the rest of my face on. Just a simple look. This is usually what I wear just to go to work. Sometimes I do a little bit extra, but this is my usual everyday look for work. Anyways, so the foundation looks pretty flawless. I usually get a really bad indentation right away in my chin, but I don't have that yet, but I'm sure I will because it always happens. And the lines on my forehead don't look too bad or too noticeable, which I am pleasantly surprised with. That is always a good sign of a good foundation. I like it. I like it so far. And I will check in with you in about 5.5, 6 hours. It is 9:40 and ooh, I should probably get rid of my notifications. It is 9:40 and so I need to go to work because I have work at 10. So I will see you guys in a few hours and keep you updated on my face. See you later. All right, hi. It's almost 4 o'clock, so I've had this on roughly 6 hours. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I walked upstairs. Walking up my stairs is cardio for me. Okay, so just looking at myself, I can see that my oils, especially my forehead, have come through quite a bit, and on my chin. And the foundation has rubbed off a lot on my upper lip and just around my mouth. I did eat apples. I feel like that shouldn't have rubbed off my makeup, but I mean, my makeup does tend to just disappear around my mouth. I'm not sure why, just it's gone. I don't really rub my mouth or anything, it just comes off. So I'm about to zoom in and let you really see my face. Here I am super zoomed in. There's like the lines in my forehead. And you can see that it has definitely rubbed off, like around my nose. My chin and my mouth, there's like no more. Oh, you can see my pores and blackheads, but it's okay. We can be personal up in here. I will definitely say that I did get the color Snow, and their website and on Ulta, it does say this is the pink rosy undertone, but it's not pink undertone. I would definitely say this is neutral undertone, or I'm really glad I didn't get the shade Swan, which is the shade lighter than this one, because that one says neutral, and I'm gonna take a guess and say that's super yellow. No, I'm not gonna powder anymore. I'm not gonna go over my face with a sponge to soak up the oil or anything like I would normally do if I still have things to do after work, because I want to see the true staying power of this foundation and see how long it actually lasts. I will check in with you one more time in about 3 to 4 hours, and I will see you then, and hopefully I'm not a creasy, cakey mess by then. So, see you later. Peace out. Guys, it is almost 9 o'clock, so I've had this foundation on for about 12 hours. Overall, I am pretty surprised. I mean, some parts of my face the foundation has worn completely off, but by this time, that's not shocking. 12 hours of wear, that's a pretty long time. So on the tip of my nose, it has definitely worn off. Around my mouth has all worn off. On my chin, yeah, it's like completely worn off, like all around. It's even worn off a little bit on my cheeks. Here's my forehead. My forehead, it hasn't really worn off, but you can definitely, it's like the speckled spots of foundation, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not that perfectly airbrushed finish anymore. It's like those speckled powdery spots now, because my oils have come through even more. So overall, this foundation, I do like it. I think I will use this as an everyday foundation because it does look beautiful on the skin. Especially when I first put it on, it did kind of blur out my imperfections. It blurred out my pores. But even at my first check-in, which was, what did I say, 6 hours, I could start to see my oils and even my pores start to pop through even more. Maybe I can try to use a different primer, I'm not sure. I do like this foundation. It does look very flawless and natural looking on the skin, which is what I strive for in a foundation. It is not the highest performing foundation I have ever used. I still think my HD Liquid Coverage foundation by Catrice is way more full coverage and it lasts way longer. Like, I've had this on for 14-16 hours and it still looks like my foundation is perfect. I mean, I may have some speckled foundation on my lips, but I mean, there's still foundation there. I mean, with the Born This Way foundation, there's nothing there. A foundation that's really full coverage and really long lasting, Catrice still tops the cake for me. I hope you guys liked this review and wear test, and if you want more videos like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.